A little over 20 minutes into the start of trade, and we do see green across the screen, fractional gains. In fact, there's a live look at the Dow Jones Industrial Average up by about 0.1%. This is a good index to get a glimpse of the overall economy. And of course, we're going to be watching before the end of the week that non-farm payrolls report that's coming out tomorrow, 75,000 jobs expected. And we'll have that report on tomorrow's show, but the S&P 500 on the move as well, outperforming a bit, up about 0.2%. Again, Alphabet and Apple certainly a boost to the major indices this week. Earlier this hour, Vontobel rang the opening bell to celebrate its first active ETF. And I do want to head back down to the trading floor where our Ashley Masternardi is standing by with more. Ashley, over to you.
Hi, Kristen. International investment firm Vontobel is staying true to its roots with a fresh twist. It recently launched an ETF that focuses on international equities. Joining me now to share more is CIO of Vontobel Quality Growth, David Zucker. Welcome to the New York Stock Exchange.
Thanks so much for having me. We're so excited for the launch of the ETF.
Can you tell me more about the philosophy behind this ETF?
So the ETF follows the quality growth philosophy in our boutique. This is a boutique that exists for 40 years, and we are focused on investing only in quality companies. Companies that have predictable business models, they have high margins, high growth, and the idea is to create portfolios that give investors the upside, but also protect on the downside.
All right, and how do you see financial advisors and investors potentially using it inside of an investment portfolio?
I think it's a very interesting way to give financial advisors and investors a way to get exposure to the international markets. Over the last decade, the focus has been in the United States. With all the volatility that's happening right now, we're seeing that it's important to diversify. The challenge if you diversify to international markets is that the quality, the average quality of international companies is not as high as in the US. So it's important to get exposure to an active way we invest in. And this ETF gives that way to give investors an active way to get exposure to international markets.
Who is the ideal investor for this ETF?
I think the ideal investor is a U.S. investor who has been mostly exposed to the United States and want to get diversification to international. And they want to do this with high-quality companies in order to achieve similar returns to the U.S., but also diversify their risks.
What qualities are you looking for in international companies when you invest?
We're looking at similar characteristics that we look in the United States. We want companies that have high margins, high growth, high entry barriers, predictable business model. I'll give you a few examples. For example, Ferrari, everybody knows Ferrari, Hermes, SAP, Chocolate Lindt. They're all brands that we know. We all understand they're quality companies, but they are international companies in Switzerland, Germany, in Italy.
Why else should people consider international companies for investment opportunities?
I think there is a very large group of companies that are as good as the one that you find in the United States. And when you are building a portfolio of stocks, you want to build a portfolio of the best stocks in the world, regardless if they are in the US or international. So I think it's important for investors to expand their horizons and look for all the best companies in the world. And you find them here and you find them outside the United States.
All right, anything else you want us to know about this ETF?
No, I mean, we're very excited about the launch. This ETF is being managed the same way we manage all the other funds for 40 years. It's a focus on quality, and I think it's a great way for US investors to get exposure to international with a lower risk approach.
And how can people get involved or find out more?
Well, you can speak with your financial advisor, and you can point you to our ETF. Vontobel ETF VINI is the ticker.
All right, and it trades right here on NYSE ARCA. David Zucker, CIO of Vontobel's Quality Growth. Thank you so much for joining us at the New York Stock Exchange. Kristen, I'm going to send it back to you.
Ashley, thank you so much. I like that ticker symbol name there, VINI, V-N-I-E. Always fun to see those play out here. Again, an ETF on NYSE ARCA, as Ashley mentioned. Ashley, thank you.
Thank you.